Have you ever wondered how some players can fix their swing on the go whilst out on the course? This improvement or fixing cycle can be used on the course to fix your shots fast, or it can be used on the range to ingrain the correct swing changes and not be ingrained in bad swing habits. So firstly, we need to identify, was the shot or the outcome acceptable for your skill level? So for the outcome of the shot, that could be hitting the green, hitting the fairway, or if you're a higher handicapper, it might be like just advancing the ball good distance, even if it does go into the rough. For the impact, we might be, say, aiming for the centre of the face, and higher handicappers, an acceptable shot might be anywhere in these grooves. And as your skill level gets better, as your handicap gets lower, you might be wanting to be within 1 centimetre or 2 centimetres of the ideal impact location. So step 2 is, if you were happy with the outcome of the shot or the impact that you got, you don't really need to change much at all. You go with the same swing thought, the same swing feel, and then perhaps if you could tell that it was slightly off in any way, or your impact was slightly off, you could just gently nudge it back in the right direction by a change of intent, change of feel, or a drill, that sort of thing. But if it was off by quite a bit, and that's obviously caused you to miss your target by a little bit too much, we need to have, firstly, good feedback to tell where it was off. So say, for example, again, we're going for the middle, you need to be able to feel if you've hit the toe or the heel. So then you're able to start moving the impact in the right direction back towards the centre. Or you need good education on like ball flight. So you might see the ball drift out to the right a little bit and short. That's probably going to be a toe hit. If you start hitting them really like low across the floor, you know you're catching it low out the face, things like that. So we can start to identify what went wrong by our feel and feedback, and also education, knowing ball flight, but also knowing our swing tendencies and what we tend to do on a bad shot. And the third and final step is you need to add some sort of intervention to create change. This could be just a different intent. So if you're hitting it on the toe, it could be about trying to hit it more on the heel. It could be a drill, or it could be a feel. Now it sounds obvious, but the intervention that you choose has to be relevant to what you've done wrong at impact, and it has to be sort of doable for you and have a high probability of success. So some people will try things that really they maybe haven't practiced, or they're probably not going to do that well that often. So it's important that you choose to try and change, you have practiced, and you know creates a little bit of change as you're doing it. So now I'm going to take you through the 3 steps. Step 1, I need to identify what went wrong on the last shot. And in this case, I hit the ground just a little bit too early before the ball. It was about 1 inch before the ball. So what I'm going to do on this one is just have a slightly different intent. Instead of aiming just 1 inch in front of the ball, I'm going to try and hit 2 inches in front of the ball. I've done a nice practice swing there. It's hit the ground in the right spot. So I'm pretty happy to go. Or I could use more of a drill or a feel. And in this case, to try and shift that ground contact a little bit further forward so I don't hit the ground first, I've tried to shift my weight into my left side a little bit more. That again will have the same effect of hitting the ground a little bit later. So I can choose a different intent, a different feel. So now, step 3, I add that intervention into my shot. Try and hit the ground a little bit later. And see if that improves my strike. I really do hope this video has helped you to learn a better way to consistency in your game. So when something crops up and you feel you just can't fix it, at least now you've got the knowledge and skills to get your game back on track and quickly. As always, I've really enjoyed making this video for you, and if you liked it too, be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and if you've got any further questions, drop them underneath. Thanks again for watching.